will discuss the idea of implementing a one-to-one mobile learning device plan for our district. You will be hearing about the overall goal, some background information as to what the plan is, and why we should incorporate this plan, as well as the overall benefits and some challenges associated with this plan. Our goals. We are looking to implement a one-to-one device policy utilizing the Apple iPad, where each student receives their own iPad. We hope to update our current electronic policy. As it states today, the board prohibits the possession and use of any personal technology device during the regular school day, specifically during instructional and class time. Violations of this policy by any student may result in disciplinary action and the device being confiscated. Our plan has not been updated since March 2005. We're hoping today that we can take these electronic devices from underneath the desk and bring them out on top of the desk to enhance learning. Specifically, to enhance instruction, learning and engagement, and motivation. To focus on those first 3 points, we feel the plan opens up classrooms to 21st century resources for these 21st century learners. Students will be interested in using these devices. Therefore, it will help enhance the instruction, learning, engagement, and motivation. As for collaboration, as a district, we constantly are looking for more inquiry-based learning and collaborative learning, where students lead the way. This plan allows teachers to facilitate inquiry and collaborative-based learning with the use of their devices. Students will be able to access the internet. They will be able to utilize applications. They will be able to go on virtual field trips, all by using their iPad. Communication. Communication is key to success in all aspects of life. This plan will expand all forms of communication between teachers and students for classroom announcements, assignments, any notification as to what they may need for class the next day. An example of this is on the right, the use of a learning management system, Canvas, which works with the iPads. As you can see, the example student there has 2 notifications that they will receive, whether either on their iPad or potentially their own personal smartphone. Communication will also be improved within parents and guardians. What exactly is mobile learning? Mobile learning is providing this educational content through the many different electronic devices such as smartphones, tablets, and laptops. This plan will help improve across all curriculums. It can be utilized in science, math, English, history, as well as many elective classes such as shop, communications, art, health, and even phys ed. We feel that this plan will offer 21st century skill building. Today, students must be able to utilize social media, digital citizenship, content knowledge, skill building. Teaching techniques will also be improved. As teachers are utilizing the newest type of technology out there, they're gaining more and more methods and strategies to utilize within their classrooms. Why one-to-one? Why iPads? The one-to-one initiative allows us to use less materials, meaning cutting back on paper use as well as textbook purchases. Students are financially responsible for their devices, meaning they're responsible for any damage. Therefore, they must act responsibly and ensure it remains in good shape. As for reducing costs, there are group rates for purchasing these devices. According to Project Red, an initiative to bring technology into classrooms, this one-to-one plan may cost about $100 to $400 per student. It includes hardware, software, professional development, training, and support. Why the iPad? Apple makes it easy to access materials on the many different devices with the use of their iCloud system. Apple products are designed to be able to be used right out of the box. They require very little training. And one of the most important things is the iPad can be used by all learners. There are built in accommodations for those individuals who may be physically or mentally handicapped. And lastly, there are a variety of educational resources available through the iPad, through the application store, interactives, and virtual tools. What are the advantages and what are the challenges? You'll be hearing from students who are currently enrolled in districts who actually have utilized and implemented this one-to-one plan, specifically using the Apple iPads.
Some of the advantages I think of the iPad is it's easier to get information faster and it's somewhat reliable for work. But some disadvantages I feel is that it takes away from physical learning and students may rely too much on the internet.
Some advantages I have for the iPad is that you're able to work on projects with group much easier. It uses less paper and you're able to carry less items. More disadvantages, or you must charge it. Without a charger, then it won't work.
To discuss the advantages of mobile learning in this one-to-one plan, students are becoming digital learners through this plan. They're utilizing 21st century tools to facilitate learning the content, but also learning basic IT skills. Collaboration. Students have access to work together on files, edit each other's work, and also share research and findings. Portability. Having these iPads means access to resources such as articles, notes, handouts, and even some textbooks. There will be much less for students to carry throughout their day and potentially misplace. The last advantage I'd like to discuss is engagement and motivation. These go hand in hand because if a student is engaged, they're motivated, and if they're motivated, they're engaged. Students are familiar with these devices. Over 85% of the students in high school or middle school have devices and like using them. So why limit their use? Designing new ideas. With this initiative comes change, which can sometimes be scary for an individual, especially teachers that are comfortable with their ways. There is some work to be put in during the beginning. However, committing to teaching is a commitment to lifelong learning. As an entire staff, we will professionally develop and collaborate to ensure technology is used effectively in the classroom. The last challenge that we may face are distractions. Students at any level, elementary, middle, or high school, can be easily distracted, some more than others. With the implementation of a one-to-one policy, it will be our responsibility as educators to ensure students aren't just always on social media, aren't copying or sharing work through their devices. In summary, by implementing a one-to-one policy, we are better preparing our students and teachers. Students will be receiving the 21st century skills needed in the workforce today. Teachers will be gaining new strategies and methods to utilize within their classrooms. We will be able to personalize learning. Students all learn differently. By implementing this policy, we are opening the door to a variety of resources, therefore ensuring we reach more students in our classrooms. The implementation of this policy will help us overcome challenges together. It will increase collaboration not just between students, but also amongst our faculty and staff. I would like to close with the idea of ending the battle between education and technology. It's a battle not worth fighting. We need to utilize technology as it becomes more and more prevalent in today's society. If interested in learning more, here are some of the resources that I have used throughout my presentation.